jumping in, last night I watched Halloween 2. That's right, folks. Halloween 2. The sequel to Halloween. One of the many sequels to Halloween, apparently. I haven't watched any of the new films since Rob Zombie's remake of the first movie. I haven't seen his remake of the second movie. Or anything of the new trilogy that's actually a quadrilogy that is a sequel to Halloween, not Halloween 2. So, but let me get this straight. So you got Halloween 1978. But then you got Halloween 2007, which is a remake of Halloween 1978. But then you've got Halloween 2018, which is not a remake, but it's a sequel to Halloween 1978. But then you got Halloween 2, 1981, which is a sequel to Halloween 1978. But you also have Halloween 2, 2009, which is a sequel to Halloween 2007. I don't know what's going on with this fucking series. And you got H2O. We're talking about water now. Like, was fucking Michael Myers underwater? Anyway, I'm going to get through the whole series. Anyway, Halloween 2. Now, I love this movie. I mean, I honestly think this movie is... Like, I personally consider Halloween and Halloween 2 to be, like, a great duology. You know, like Halloween 2, literally, it starts on, like, the last scene of Halloween. And just picks up. It's a direct sequel. Like, there's no amount of time... It's negative amount of time. Like, you show the last scene of the first movie. So it's actually, not only is it a direct sequel, but they reuse some footage. So again, you know, I love when sequels just pick up right away. So the big twist in Halloween 2, that Halloween 2018 retconned, because Halloween 2018 is a sequel to Halloween 1978, not to be confused with Halloween 2. That's right. The second Halloween is not actually Halloween 2. It's Halloween. So Halloween leads to Halloween, leads to Halloween Kills, leads to Halloween Ends. What the fuck? But then you got the other timeline, which is Halloween 2 is a sequel to Halloween. And the big twist is that Laurie Strode is the sister of Michael Myers, who... you know, when the family was torn apart, when Michael killed the other sister, she went into adoption, you know, and was an adopted child. So she didn't know that until this bullshit happens. That's the spin. That's the twist. That Halloween, not to be confused with Halloween 2, even though it is Halloween 2 in the story-wise, it's the second in the story for the new movies of the quadrilogy of Halloween. So it's Halloween... Right, is just he's a fucked up motherfucker. Halloween 2 is he's a fucked up motherfucker trying to kill his sister. But Halloween that replaces Halloween 2 as Halloween, that's Halloween, but it's not Halloween 2, but it is Halloween 2 in the story for the new movies, undoes that. So they don't like the fact that Laurie is the sister of Michael Myers. I haven't seen those movies yet, so I'm going to get into that soon. I'm sorry, I'm overdoing the chronologically confused bit. But anyway... So I personally, again, Halloween and Halloween 2, they're the same movie. It's the same shit. And I love it. I love it. So Halloween 2 picks up right away. He gets up from being shot 5 or 6 times. Who knows how many times Loomis missed. Right, he gets shot 5 or 6 times, maybe 4 times. Who knows? He falls out the fucking window. He lands on the ground. He's gone. That's the end of the first movie. He's walking around town. Yo, first of all, can we talk about the scene where a cop... This is the best scene in the movie, by the way. A police officer of the law hits a random trick-or-treater, right, with a cop car speeding. They speed into, like, another car. The car blows up instantly, and this random trick-or-treater is burned alive. And then they're debating whether or not that's Michael Myers. I love that part of the movie. Like, the cops in this movie are realistic as fuck. They show up, they make everything worse, they kill a couple kids, and then they fuck off. That's the cops in Halloween 2. They show up, they murder a random teenager and blow them the fuck up into smithereens, make everything worse, fuck with the only guy who's trying to do something, and then they fuck off. Man, I love it. Like, the thing I love about Loomis is a great character in just any slasher movie. Like, all slasher movies, right? Loomis is the best character. Loomis is the only motherfucker in any slasher series, any slasher franchise, that actually is a rational actor. Now, again, Loomis maybe is a little jumpy on the gun, right? But he didn't shoot or kill anyone. The cops killed someone, right? But Loomis is the only rational actor in any slasher movie of any slasher franchise. He knows Michael Myers is a fucked up motherfucker and we gotta kill that guy. That's it. The cops are like, oh, well, I don't even know if he's real. Oh, I don't even know. Loomis is like, he's real. He survived 5 bullets. He's fucking crazy and we gotta stop him. And the cops are like, well, you know, we just killed a kid, so that could have been Michael Myers. Who knows, man? Like, I love it. I love Loomis. He's a great character. And he does a great job in the Cheese trilogy as well. But we'll get into that when I get there. But Halloween 2, I mean, so Laurie goes to the hospital after the events of the first movie. Can we talk about Jimmy? What the fuck is going on with Jimmy? So this guy is trying to put the moves on Laurie. Going into the hospital bedroom, like, she can't get the fuck out. She's a captive audience there, saying, oh, I'm going to protect you, Laurie. I'm going to make sure no one hurts you. This guy sees a drop of blood and he passes out. What a fucking guy. I know that's his character. He's designed to be cringy, but goddamn fucking Jimmy. Fuck you, Jimmy, okay? Anyway, I love this movie. I really do. Michael Myers has a lot of weapon diversity in this movie. He kills motherfuckers with syringes at the hospital. By the way, why is there like 1 patient at the hospital and like 2 nurses? Like, it's a hospital and yet there's like 5 people there. A little weird, right? But anyway. So Michael Myers is killing motherfuckers with hammers. Killing motherfuckers with goddamn syringes. Choking them out. It's being a little creative. The best death, the best murder scene in this movie is when like the weird guy, like the greaseball, and the nurse are trying to fuck in like the hot tub room. Like, the hospital has a hot tub room. Like, call it the therapy room, but you know, it's just a hot tub room. So they go into the hot tub room as they're trying to fuck. And then Michael Myers shows up and increases the heat of the hot tub. And then kills the guy. Shows up and puts like the woman's face in like the heat pump of the hot tub. And then her face is like melting apart. Damn, that was fucked up shit. I love the scene where you see her like melted, fucked up face and her tits are still hanging out. You know, it's a good scene. You got tits, you got a fucked up, melted ass face. You know, what's there not to love, I guess. Anyway, so Laurie escapes the hospital. She's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Right? Jimmy shows up to protect her and then he passes out again randomly. There's not even blood anywhere. He just passes out. He's a loser. Fuck Jimmy. So then Laurie is like, okay, Jimmy, he's useless. He's garbage. I got to get the hell out of here. Then Loomis is like, for whatever reason, the cops are like, Loomis has to get the fuck out of here. The only motherfucker who's a rational actor, and the cops are like, we got to get him the hell out of here. Right? So Loomis is being escorted away, and then like one of his colleagues is like, oh, Laurie Strode, by the way, is the sister of Michael Myers. And Loomis is like, fuck that shit. We're going back to Haddonfield, bitch. I love the scene where they're in the cop car. And the cop, honestly, I love the cop in this scenario. So Loomis is like, take me back to Haddonfield. And the cop is like, I can't do that. I'm under orders. So Loomis pulls out his gun and points it at the cop. And it's like, I need you to take me back to the hospital right now. Do you know where it is? And the cop is like, he doesn't want to be there. He's like, fine. And then later on, the cop is like, what am I supposed to do? Like, again, the cops are portrayed so accurately in this film. Like, what do the cops do in this film? 1, slow Loomis down, make everything worse. 2, murder a random 17-year-old for no reason. They blow him up and burn him alive. Great job. 3, try to remove the only rational actor from the scene. 4, not even wanting to do their jobs in the first place. Realistic ass motherfucking cops, I gotta say. Anyway, I love Halloween 2. You got Night of the Living Dead on the television in the beginning of the movie. I love that. I love when Michael kills the bitch who's on the phone. You know, so someone's on the phone and it's like, oh shit, there's a, you know, like, oh, something happened. Like the friend on the phone is like, oh yeah, there's some crazy shit going on. It's down the street from you. And she's like, whoa. Like, imagine being that bitch. Right? You go on your phone, you know, call your friend. The friend's like, yo, there's something going on your street. There's 3 people dead. And you're like, oh, okay. And then you see your front door open. Imagine that moment, that like 20-second time span before you get fucking killed. You gotta be pretty scared out of your mind. Oh, there's a murder down the street. Now my front door is wide open. Oh, there's a guy in a mask with a knife. Great. You know, Halloween 2, man, it's a great movie. Can we talk about this poster, by the way? What the hell's going on in this poster? Halloween 2, from the people who brought you Halloween. Well, who else would make Halloween 2? The people who didn't bring me Halloween? Okay. And then it says all new. Well, it's not all new. Michael Myers isn't new. We already know who he is. He's been around for a couple years now. It's not all new. It's new. It's a new movie, but it's not all new. Every component of the film is not all new. So anyway, I love the poster. Tonight I'm going to be watching Halloween 3, which is the only Halloween film to not feature Michael Myers. I haven't seen it in a while. Watching it with an open mind. I remember it being good. It's just, you know, people complain that it doesn't have the Michael Myers stuff anyway, but anyway, Halloween 2. Like, we talk about a list of perfect sequels. And when I say perfect sequel, am I saying this movie is a perfect movie? No. What I'm saying is that the sequel, it being a sequel and how it builds on and affects and continues the original film, Halloween 2 is a perfect sequel. Right? It picks up right afterward. It has more twists to the plot line. Even more gruesome kills. It's the perfect sequel. Now, you can think of other perfect sequels, right? But Halloween 2 is a perfect sequel. I love it. Now, again, Halloween 2, 1981, not to be confused with Halloween 2, 2009, nor to be confused with Halloween 2018, which is actually Halloween 2, but it's not a remake of Halloween 1978. It's a sequel, so it is Halloween 2, but it's called Halloween. Anyway, coming up next is Season of the Witch. So